Hey guys, I hope you're doing fine. Hope you all are doing great. I just want to thank God first of all because I'm alive. Really, want to thank God for all His mercies and His goodness and everything that He's doing for me. So today, I just want to talk about the fact that I'm an author. So I started writing stories ever since I knew how to hold a pencil. Because really, if you ask me, I can't really remember when I started, but I started writing stories a very long time ago, so that's what I want to talk about today. So yeah, I started writing stories and I really do enjoy it. I really love telling stories to people, and I love reading as well. Reading and writing are some things, two things that I really love doing. So 4 years ago I discovered an app called Episode Interactive. So I started reading stories and I enjoyed it, and I discovered that you can write your own story on that app. So I saw it as an opportunity, because when I was writing, like when I was young, I've always imagined what people would think about my stories, what people would say about it, if they will be blessed or if they will be encouraged and stuff like that. So when I discovered that I could actually write a story on that app, I was so amazed. So as soon as I got a laptop, I started writing. So if you read the very first stories that I wrote, they are not really professional, but the story that I recently released that I'm kind of proud of. Okay, I'm actually proud of it. Yes, I'm proud of myself because it has not been easy. I had sleepless nights, and I had to change some parts of the story, because you can get a lot of new ideas, and the app is also making some new updates. So it has not been easy at all. I had sleepless night, like I said, and I had ideas, so I had to change some of the things that I wrote before. Sorry, I had to change some things that I wrote before and stuff like that. So it has not been easy. It has been long. It actually took me time to finally finish writing the story because I really wanted it to be perfect. So, what's the story about? The title is actually A Different Cinderella, because I believe many of us know the story of Cinderella. She was a good girl and stuff like that, and she met rather the Prince Charming, and he fell in love with her and stuff like that. So, I was just on my bed one day. It was during the night actually when the idea came. It was in the night. So I was on my bed and I was like, okay, because I really love the stories whereby you just bump into somebody and it's love at first sight. And so I was on my bed, I was thinking about that. Okay, what if I meet someone and it's love at the first sight and things like that, and then the story starts from there, and I was just imagining a lot of things. I was like, okay, let me start writing a story about that. So actually the idea was that, okay, what if you meet someone and the person like shows you a kind of image or a kind of I don't really know how to explain, but when you meet someone, the person looks so perfect, but at the end of the day you discover that the face, or you discover that what the person showed you isn't really what the person is from the inside. So what are you going to do? Like, really, what are you going to do when you discover the real face of the person? What are you going to do? Are you going to stay with the person? Are you going to keep loving the person? Or when you discover, you're just going to take your leave? So this is that was actually the idea when I started writing. So A Different Cinderella simply means that she's not like the Cinderella we used to know. She's not the kind of Cinderella we all know, like the kind person, the gentle person, the lovely girl that we all know. She is a different one. But at the end of the day, okay, this is like if I feel like if I tell you this, you will not read the story, but I seriously hope you're going to read the story. So basically, that's it. What if you meet the person, the first the first thing you see about the person attracts you, but then you discover something that you don't like. Are you going to stay? Are you going to leave? And many people ask me, okay, why is that? How, since you are a Christian, how is this a Christian story? How is this going to how does this reflect Christ? Okay, if you read the story very well, you're going to see that it's not even about the Cinderella, but it's about the guy. It's about Aiden. It's about him. So he met somebody, he realized that the person wasn't what the person was showing, and he faced a lot, but what is he going to do at the end? Basically, I'm just trying to portray forgiveness in the story. If you ask me, I'm just trying to talk about forgiveness. So he went through a lot. The people around him, his family members, like everybody around him, did something to him, but at the end, what did he do? He just forgave them. So I'm just trying to portray forgiveness in this story. Basically, it's just about forgiveness. I'm just trying to teach people that we should forgive, no matter what people do to you, no matter how much you I mean, it's so terrible when somebody that you love and care for disappoints you, but well, as Christians, we should forgive. So that's what I'm trying to portray in this story. So for the Christians as well, you might ask me, but why are you using the episode app to tell your stories? Because when you see the stories that are on the episode app, sorry to use the word, but they are kind of dirty. Many of them are kind of not godly. Okay, many of them are not godly at all. But what I'm trying to do is that I love getting into a place where things are dirty to try and clean up, to try and clean the mess. So this is just what I'm trying to do. When you get to a place and you see that things are not right as a Christian, you should try and set them right. So when you get there, you see a lot of stories that you might not like, that you will not like as a Christian. But I'm just trying, when you go to people who don't know Christ, you just don't get there and start telling them, you should get to know Christ. You should kind of trying to force Christ into them. You shouldn't. You should try and understand their ways, try and understand the way they think, and try to go in their way. Because if you read my story, it's not all about the church. I don't even think people go to church in my story, but you will see the name of God, you will see some verses, you will see some. So I'm just trying to get a little bit into their word, to try and think the way they think, and to chip in Christ a little bit, to chip in God a little bit. But as the more I write stories, the more you will see changes, the more you will see churches, the more you will see. So this is just the idea for Christian people. Yeah, so I think I talked too much, and I hope and believe that you understand a bit now. If you've not read, I just believe that you understand a little bit now the story of a different Cinderella. So if you've not read it, please download the episode interactive app and try to look for A Different Cinderella by Fabulous M. This is me. And read the story, leave a comment in the fan mail. If you don't know how to do that, just contact me on my WhatsApp, Instagram. I'll send you the link. And you can also go follow Fabulous Stories 4 on Instagram, or follow Gabrielle Mutunda on Instagram, and you'll see all of the updates. Thank you very much. I hope you liked and enjoyed and learned something. Have a blessed day.